Thank you. Obviously, we're excited about being here. Postseason time is exciting for folks that you look at a chance to improve yourselves and have a chance to play in postseason, and we're excited about that. We're playing a Texas A&M team I have a lot of respect for, a team that is well coached. We know what kind of game it's going to be. We just played them, and I think that it should be an exciting game for our guys in terms of just going out and competing against a team we have a lot of respect for.
All right, we'll take your questions at this time just for any of the three student athletes. If you direct your questions to them and raise your hand, we'll get a floor microphone to you. So hands up, questions for any of the student athletes. Hands up. Okay, right side.
Jabari, I think you were 1 for 10 shooting in the last game. What was going on in there, and what, if any, significance does that have?
Oh, it was just an off game, and, I don't feel like it has no significance. I'm on to the next game.
Other questions for any of the student athletes? Raise your hand. All right, let's come down to the front right here.
For any of you guys, what was it like shooting in the dome? How different did it seem?
Would you direct that to a certain player to start out? Just call one of them.
To Jabari.
Okay, we'll start with him and move down.
It was a little bit different with the from behind the basket when you're shooting straight on. And the rim's a little bit stiff, but, I think we're getting used to it. I think we'll be all right.
The same for Jordan?
I think, what he was saying, behind the basket, straight on, but, we'll get used to it when we get in here and warm up before the game. I think we won't have no problem.
And Ernest?
The rims were just a little hard shooting from deep, so it's going to be a lot of long rebounds. But other than that, we still have to go out there and play, and that's what we're going to do.
All right, another question down front. Do you have one? Go ahead.
I guess start with Jabari. How challenging is it to focus on one game at a time when you know you probably have to go on a little bit of a run here? Is that easy to do, or is you can just have to lock in on that first game?
I don't think it's hard because if we lose the first one, then, we don't get a chance to go on any run. So, we got to beat a good team tomorrow. So I feel like we're focused on that.
Do you want that directed to any of the others? Okay, Jordan?
Like Jabari said, man, we can't be focused on the run. We just got to take one game at a time, and, we got to play a good team tomorrow, Texas A&M, and, just come out here and compete and try to get the win.
And Ernest?
Same thing as everybody else has said. I think we just have to be able to take it one game at a time, just be focused on what the coaches are telling us to do and just executing not only on offense but on defense, and just be able to, show poise towards the end of the game to pull out.
Any other questions for any of the three student athletes? All right, back on the right.
Jordan, how do you view how the season went for Missouri? How do you feel about what you accomplished as a team, what you didn't accomplish?
I think we've grown as a team, together. We see in our front court guys really expand their game and, come along through this late season. And, I think we're kind of coming together at a right time coming into this postseason, And I think if we play together and we play hard and compete, I think we could go on a run and like we've been saying, just taking one game at a time and just competing every time we get on the court.
All right, other questions for any of the three student athletes? Raise your hand. All right, we'll excuse you guys. You can return to the locker room. Thank you very much. And we'll continue on with questions for Coach Haith. If you'll raise your hand, and we'll get a floor microphone to you. Raise your hand, hands up for Coach. Okay, down the middle. Do you have one? All right.
Frank, if Keanu can give you extended minutes like he has shown in bursts lately, what can that do for this team? And
I think it really would help. There's no question that he has really become more assertive here latter part of the season. If he's able to give us some production consistently, scoring the ball, and being a presence. I think he gives us more presence than any of our other post guys on the defensive end because of his size and his length and the way he moves his feet. If he's able to continue to grow and do that, and I think he's going to play expanded minutes tomorrow. We're hopeful that he will. I think it'll really help our team.
Another question down front.
The players talked about the need to kind of go on a run but focus on one game at a time. In a setting like this with the possibility of games each day for the next couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to do anything different as a coach to keep them loose, keep them focused, anything like that?
I think we're going to try to be as we always are in terms of our preparation, and we'll spend some little bit more time away from here today and on the court and getting ourselves prepared. I don't know that we will do anything any different than we've always done. We've had some early season, preseason tournament type things that we talked about preparing us for a tournament setting like this. We went out to Vegas and had games back to back, and we played 2 games in 3 days, and that hopefully going through that would help us understand what we got to go through here.
All right, other questions for Coach? Raise your hand. Okay, back on the right side.
Frank, what goes through your mind when you hear your guys talking about stiff rims and long rebounds?
Yeah, well, just come up with those long rebounds then if they're going to miss them. So, it's a unique. Your dome setting's always unique in terms of playing in a. I've been in here a couple times with a couple different teams, and you just gotta go play the game. I mean, it's going to be that way for both teams. So I think we gotta play the way we're capable of playing and do things we're capable of doing, and worry about what we can control. And if there's some, I don't want our guys worrying about missing shots because of the rims.